Hi there, this is Alison, River Healer, and I'm going to offer you a one card tarot reading. I'm going to give the cards a good shuffle, and I'm going to put out 6 cards. You're going to pick a card that you feel drawn to, and you'll get a reading for that card. And whatever time you watch this video, the card you pick won't be right for you at that time, and I hope it speaks to you. So I'm going to give them a good shuffle. So please be patient, so you know that it's not prearranged, they're not already laid out and rehearsed or anything like that. Oops, I'm in a guddle here. Okay. Right, that feels right. Let's go. Okay, so 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So don't take too long, don't overthink about it too much. Just pick a card, whichever card you feel drawn to, and then you can, if you don't want to watch the whole video, you can fast forward to where I get to your particular card. Okay, so let's go. First card we have. Now, this is a good card, don't panic. The first card we have is the Death card. Now, like I said, it's actually a good card because it speaks of change. It speaks of big changes going on for you at the moment, okay? Now, it's about the death of the old so that the new can be born, because obviously, to get a new job, you have to end the old job. To have a new relationship, you have to end the old relationship, and so on and so forth. So this is what the Death card's about. It's about big changes happening or about to happen. Now, as I've said, it can be a job, it can be a relationship, it could be home, move of house, anything particular in your life, or it can be within yourself. It can be something in you changing, the death of the old you and the birth of the new you. It may be that you've completed something which has instigated change in you, some sort of course of study or some form, you've maybe been doing some healing or something like that, and so you've changed in some way. But whatever it is, it's about the death of the old and the birth of the new. It's not about physical death or anything like that, so don't worry. It's a good card. It's about change, and it's about if you're feeling a little bit insecure just now because something has ended, it's a wee reminder to you that it's time to move on, that it had to end so that a new one could come along. Okay, so just stay positive and look for the new one that's coming your way. Okay, big changes happening for you. Okay, so the second card we have is the 7 of Pentacles. Now, the 7 of Pentacles is about completion and reflection, and it tells me that if you chose this card, you've been working really, really hard recently. You've been putting a lot of time and a lot of effort into something that is really important to you. It might have been a course of study, it might have been a project at work, it might have been, you might have your own business and you might have been putting a lot of time and effort into it, writing a book, anything that you've put a lot of time and effort into. You're now stepping back from it and you're looking at the rewards of it. You're feeling accomplished. That's the word I'm looking for. You've done all this hard work and you've got to where you want to be, and you're now feeling quite accomplished, and you're looking back at what you've done and feeling quite proud of yourself, actually, and quite rightly so. You've done a lot. You've worked hard, and it's time now maybe to have a wee rest. But this card sees you that at the moment you're looking back at that accomplishment and you're thinking about what do I do next? What shall I do next? So, yeah, reward yourself. Take a wee bit of time out, and then the answers will come. Okay. Third card, the Page of Wands. Now, the Page of Wands is about creative opportunity. It's about opportunities being around for you at the moment, for you to be creative. So, and when I say creative, you know, your people automatically think art and woodwork and all that craft kind of thing, which it may well be, but it can also be about ideas and about skills and about writing, maybe. It's creativity of some kind. And this opportunity has been offered to you or is about to be offered to you. It's going to be around. So be aware of what's going on around you over the next few days, lest you miss this opportunity. And as I say, it's an opportunity that will enable you to harness your creative skills, whatever they may be. It may also be about a young male who's around you, a son, a nephew, a younger brother, a grandson, and this young male is perhaps having some problems at the moment, some emotional difficulties. And so this card comes up to say that finding a creative outlet of some kind will help him at this time. So if there's a young male around you who's troubled, encourage him to find some sort of creative pursuit, whether that's music, playing an instrument, or whether it's art, or whether it's writing, or whatever it is. It will help him at this time. It will help him to deal with his emotions. Somebody's maybe not dealing very well with his emotions. Okay? And the fourth card is the Four of Cups. Now, if you chose this card, you've been really self-absorbed recently. You've been so wrapped up in your own troubles that you're not seeing the good things that are going on around you. You're missing out on opportunities. Okay, you've become very self-absorbed recently. You've had a lot on your plate, and you've been worrying too much. You've been over worrying, over analysing, and taking a lot of time out on your own in your own company, which is not a bad thing. You know, we all need to do that from time to time. However, this card comes up to say, stop it, open your eyes, look up, look out, because you're missing good opportunities, okay? I feel for you, if you chose this card, I feel this might be about relationships, and I feel to say it might be that you've been kind of mulling over regrets, past misdemeanours and mistakes, and beating yourself up. But by doing that, you're missing new opportunities for new relationships that are around. Okay, you're being too self-absorbed. So try and come out of yourself a wee bit and see what's around, because there are other opportunities around. Okay. Card number 5, the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords, she's a very powerful lady, this lady, the Queen of Swords. But she's very good at getting what she wants. Okay? So this card comes up. If you chose this card, this is how you need to be at this time. To get what you want, either to get what you want or to get through a difficult period, okay? You need to be like the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords, she speaks her mind. She speaks her truth. She says what she thinks. She puts all her cards on the table. She doesn't hold back. She's very direct. She's very upfront. She calls a spade a spade. If she doesn't like you, she'll tell you she doesn't like you, that kind of thing. She can be a bit overcritical. And yes, she can be hurtful with her words at times, but she doesn't mean to be hurtful. She just, because she's so upfront and direct and says what she thinks. She speaks her truth. She speaks the truth, and that gives her great power. She gets her power from speaking the truth. The Queen of Swords is also very analytical. She's really good at solving problems, and she's really a very intelligent woman as well. Okay, so she's a good problem solver. She's analytical. So it might be that there's something going on for you at the moment that you need to actually tell it like it is. You need to tell somebody the truth. You need to be honest. You need to speak your truth, and just be completely upfront. Don't hold back. Okay, now's the time to speak your truth and stand in your own power, and it will empower you. Speaking the truth does empower you, as long as you do it in a calm, methodical way without intentionally setting out to hurt somebody. If you speak your truth from your heart, well, you're responsible for what you say, but you're not responsible for how the other person reacts. So perhaps some home truths need to be told at this time, okay? But with care and with caution. And yes, a time to harness your power, harness your inner power, because this card also tells you that you're a lot more powerful than you think you are. Okay? And finally, card number 6 is the Ten of Wands. Oh, dearie me. You have been struggling lately. You have been feeling really quite overwhelmed to the point that you can't see the wood from the trees. Life has been so busy for you, so busy that you've not had a minute to yourself, and this is starting to bother you. You're really feeling that you need some time for yourself. You're feeling burdened, you're feeling overwhelmed, and it's affecting your health. You might be having some physical ailments going on, aches and pains, or you might be feeling quite depressed or quite unwell mentally or emotionally. So please stop right now, okay? You're doing too much. Let go of it. You don't have to do it all. You don't have to carry it all yourself. There actually are people around who would help you if you would just ask them. But I feel if you pick this card, I feel you're also somebody who doesn't like asking for help. You find it not necessarily difficult to ask for help, but you're somebody who, it's maybe a bit of a control thing. You like to do things yourself. You feel it's that old saying, if you want something done properly, do it yourself. And that's very much how you are a lot of the time. And so you take everything on yourself and you're like, I'll do it. And you've taken on too much and it's affecting your health. So stop, okay? Stop and take a rest, take a break and ask for help. Just ask somebody to help, okay? If things need done and you don't feel well enough or you don't feel able, ask for help. If you are not feeling physically well but you're struggling to get into work because you're worried about work not getting done, stop. Phone in sick, take the time off that you need, take a break. Okay? Okay, so that's it. I've been Alison at River Healer, www.riverhealer.com. I do face-to-face tarot readings, 15 card spread, and I also do email tarot readings starting at £5. So if you go to my website, if you don't live near me, you can purchase an email reading. And thank you for watching, and I hope that you got something from this. Thank you.